because it's always about mythological Greek histories. Allora, we come back to the Roman period. You know, in 70 before Christ, huh? In 70.
So sorry.
Everything was over by 12, 10 to 15 meters deep. So, yeah, really. Allora, when we had the second explosion, the lava explosion, the big eruptive current, gas went in the street, public fountains and so on. But they also used this calcareous. Look, it looks like coral. Huh? Where they found these calcareous stones under the river Sarno. It was like a sponge, soft. But once it was at contact with the air, for a chemical reaction, it came out. They used to do. And this form is Romans. Brick form, opus laterizio. They just used Ionic style, Doric, Ionic. And after I show you the Corinthian style, return style. Let's go. Buongiorno signora. We have a photo about the biggest theater. Look, a virtual photo, all in marble. Look at that. Children, look here. Huh? Look here. That was the biggest theater, only marble. Only the scene, only the...
Wow.
You can notice that my voice is up to the floor. Shall you hear my voice? Each time they open the curtain, they always cut it down. That's why during the Middle Ages they changed Venus with a coal. If you go to Napoli, everybody will sell you coal. Built to the street. I told you Pompeii was built on a volcanic prehistoric lava stone. So how they built the street? They just excavated a big moat. They covered the moat with the 7 different layers. When it was the Egypt, they introduced here Egyptian artists to realize an Egyptian role. Look at the pavement, all in mosaic, fantastico. In the middle, an Egyptian boat. And look at the paintings. All mythological Greek scenes, like the Centaur, half man, half oak. The first one, just in front, was Frigidarium, cold water. And look to the left, signore. Look the Meraviglia. Look to the left.
That's about
2 rooms, no warm water. Where everybody they watch. Okay. So, included in the house was considered the hotel 5 stars. And all original, well preserved. Here was another altar. Look. That's a family altar. When one of the family died, a man of the family died, they sculpted his face on the wood and they put in the altar. Another one died, they put the small statue. How they made them. So they had the small corner, toilet in the kitchen when they spoke. Because when it was full, so we had the place of wood barn. So they put under liquid plaster and they have realized the plaster cast of a wood.
Yeah, so it's close.
Or
Ah, non funziona, eh?
sì, sì, funziona, l'apro. But each fountain has a different mask sculpted on the top because
Can you drink it? Go get some.
why would I do? The mask was a towel. Me, was for checking. I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
blouses, 2 dogs to the left side of town to town. To the right, in front, beyond.
Yeah, if you could turn it on. Ew.
What's the other today?
It's not clean, is it?
I don't know.
But whether the first plastic cats.
It's cool.
The penis outside to suggest them up. Yeah, and you don't pay. All right. E allora different kinds of flowers. 6 different kinds of flowers. White, yellow, black. Cereals. Saracen. To the left side. On the opposite, it's just a barrack with the soldiers. In the middle, look, was open. The whitening phases of the payment was the real payment that was following for all the soldiers. And look, we take this name to taste a religious place like Basilica today for the project. An altar in front, 3 names. Okay? That's why we take this name Basilica to taste a Catholic place for the project. The same project we have used to make Basilica today. That's why. And the altar. Florentian style. And I have left to explain. So when we arrive outside, 4:50.
Watch the steps, then.
Grazie signore. Thank you to be here. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Good.
I'm going to stay here with you.
And please follow me on the set. Always. We go out into another.
Castle.
What kind of castle is that? Municipio.
Naples Castle.
Sheets of Naples.
I think you can walk on the street too. Grazie. Oh, do you have
All cheese?
no,
All picante.
picante. Thank you.
He's very good. He's very good at assuming what we're going to say.
Yeah.
Thank you. You want me to?
You like it?
I'll take a
You
video.
like it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Very good. I should have learned some Italian before I came.
Okay.
그렇죠.
Selling their fish. They cook themselves under the ban. Why would I do? It's a mask for the cow. Me, Pasqualina, I'm like,
The dictator.
that's why we have to visit an house. Huh? So, and after we go to see a bakery, plaster cast, and we are having a nice square and after we go out. Piano piano, piano piano. Just on a container with a dry fruit, almonds, nuts, walnuts, glass of wine, back again to work. 2 hours more, 1:30 work day, finish. Basta, è tutto. La dolce vita, signora. Eh? How they built Pompeii? I showed you before the big volcanic prehistoric lava stone. So when they excavated to build monuments, when we had the second explosion, the lava that covered, the biggest accident, 20 kilometers.